And hello. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to tonight's Board of Education meeting. We called our meeting to order earlier in our closed executive session, so we are ready to begin. I'll save my comments for a little later. Dr. Adderhold, do you have some comments to start us off with?
Thank you very much. Just want to make two announcements. One is that just yesterday we sent out an update for the 24-25 school year calendar. As you know, we had one remaining weather-related closing day. We have now given that back to the community, so schools will now be closed on Friday, May 23rd, and that means that's a 4-day weekend with schools also closed on Monday, May 26th in observance of Memorial Day. So again, we will reopen on the 27th, but we will be closed Friday the 23rd and Monday the 26th, reopening on the 27th. And every year in the early May, we announce our West Windsor-Plainsboro Regional School District Educators of the Year. So at this time, I'd like to share that with the public. These announcements have already happened at faculty meetings in the past week, and that coincides with Teacher Appreciation Week. At Dutch Neck Elementary School, kindergarten teacher Amy Kiefer. At Maurice Hawk Elementary School, first grade teacher Crystal Russo. At Town Center Elementary School, board certified behavior analyst Amy Woodward. At Wyckoff Elementary School, teacher resource specialist for mathematics Becky King. And Millstone River School, band teacher Barbara Whitmer. At Village School, special education grade 4 teacher Maria Schutt. At Community Middle School, grade 8 math teacher Erin Kasparis. At Grover Middle School, grade 8 math teacher Zach Kumar. At High School North, special education teacher Jana Colpini. And at High School South, social studies teacher Nadja Galazan. Congratulations to all of our teachers of the year at all our respective buildings.
Thank you for that. So now I'd like to turn it over to our High School North and South student representatives for their last report of the school year.
Good evening, and thank you for having us. We are well rested from spring break and are looking forward to wrapping up the school year, especially AP exams. Starting off with sports, we have many accomplishments to highlight. First, our boys tennis team is undefeated with a record of 17-0. They recently participated in the CVC tournament and took first place home with a full sweep of awards in each event. As for our spring track team, both girls and boys placed well at the CVC meet and are continuing to break records. At Penn Relays, our girls 4x100 relay team broke their school record with the fastest time in the CVC now, while our boys 4x100 relay team hit their personal best. Other spring sports are beginning to close the season, with some of our teams like girls lacrosse having their final games today. South athletes are looking to close out their season strong with the CVC and county tournaments, and recruited college athletes anticipate for South's official signing day. Likewise, our academic clubs have also received numerous accolades. Our mock trial club competed in the Princeton Moot Court and placed first and second. In addition, the WWP First Robotics Club qualified for the World Champions for the 10th year in a row. We are so proud that our student body is being recognized for both athletics and academics. We would also like to showcase our arts program. One Acts and Pirate Players have held performances for the elementary school students and the freshman class, and plan to continue performing throughout May. For our music department, the orchestra ran their spring concert. Meanwhile, the band and choir are looking forward to their spring concerts later this semester. A few weeks ago, SASA ran their annual show, which was a huge success. We saw many amazing dance performances, singing showcases, and skit acting. Everyone had a great time, and we look forward to seeing the show improve every year. Not only this, but SASA visited elementary schools in the district. Many other clubs and classes have as well. The Chinese 4 honors classes spent an afternoon engaging with the Chinese dual language immersion classes at Maurice Hawk.
To continue a little bit about Spring Spirit, a little throwback to our Spring Spirit Week, Student Council ran it with the Spirit Day themes, where Monday was Pajama Day, Tuesday was Back to the 80s, which was an homage to our spring musical, which ran wonderfully. Wednesday was Pastel Day, Thursday was Beach Day, and Friday, a tradition, Class Colors. and we were able to celebrate the final pep rally of our school year, and we were fortunately able to hold it outside this year because of good weather. Lastly, for clubs, Student Council concluded their first bingo event this afternoon. Participants were able to win a variety of prizes from prom tickets to South merch. And despite the many South extracurricular activities, the student body will continue to be busy through ABs and state testing for freshmen and juniors next week. We would also like to give a shout out to the South PTSA. A few weeks ago, the PTSA ran a successful flea market to help raise funds for scholarships, senior events, and our sports teams. And they also held a lunch last week for the staff in honor of Teacher Appreciation Week. We're so thankful for their efforts to make so many fun events possible. Speaking of fun events, our seniors are really excited for a slew of events. First is senior awards, there's the senior scavenger hunt, and of course, prom. For the underclassmen, the PTSA and staff are in the works of planning the first celebration, sort of school-wide wellness day that South is inaugurating this year. With so many acknowledgments for our student body and our PTSA, we cannot forget our staff. As Dr. Adderhold said, we would like to highlight our Educator of the Year, Ms. Gallison. She's involved in numerous activities, including advising for National Honor Society and Red Cross, and we're so thankful for her dedication to teaching at South. And last but not least, we are so honored that Ms. Sincata has been our principal for the past couple of years. And although we will miss her at South, especially as a senior, she came in as I was a freshman and she's leaving with me as well. But we are very excited for her in her next chapter. And as a senior, I do want to say, since it's our last board meeting, I want to thank all of you for getting the opportunity to present and speak every month. It is definitely something that I will remember and that I will carry with me as I go into college. But that's about it from us, and I'll pass it off to North.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. To start off, our high school students have been working diligently over the past couple weeks to prepare for their AP exams, which began last week and run into this week. So this week will be our last week of exams, and many students are looking forward to the good weather and free time afterwards. And I can't say that I will miss exams because they are hard. But unfortunately, for our freshmen and juniors, they continue to have exam season go into NJSLA testing, which will start next week, which is during a graduation requirement. And for the rest of us, we get to sleep in for the week and have a delayed opening. But in the wakes of our many weeks of testing, High School North Students Council has been working with our administration and our PTSA to host North Day next Thursday in an attempt to kind of release some of the stress. North Day will be an opportunity for our students to experience a field day kind of day as a throwback to elementary times and de-stress from all the testing by being able to play outside and have lots of fun. Speaking of student council, we have elected a new executive board for next year's school year, and I would like to congratulate Anissa, who will serve as next year's student body president. Class councils will also be hosting their own elections this week, and their term will officially start in June. Student Council isn't the only term that will be starting soon. Tomorrow, our National Honor Society will be holding their annual induction ceremony to celebrate the past class and introduce the new class of National Honor Society for the class of 2026. Moving on to sports, High School North students are looking forward to the game of the season. This Friday is the North versus South volleyball game as North looks to continue their dominant winning season. They are currently ranked second in their conference. At the game, Relay for Life will also be fundraising for cancer awareness, so we look forward to not only supporting our volleyball team as a student body, but also a good cause. Now I will pass it on to Anissa.
Thank you. North Volleyball seniors are also celebrating their senior night in a night versus night game today against Sterling High School. Special congrats to the girls track and field who take home first place in the Colonial Valley Conference Championship meet. Looking at some more outstanding accomplishments by our WWP students, the Midnight Inventors is a group of both North and South students who went to Worlds last month, where they won many different awards, one of which was being ranked top 200 out of the 3,000 plus robotics team there. Another cause for celebration in High School North was Teacher Appreciation Week. Last week, students had the chance to write a letter to their favorite teacher to show their appreciation and gratitude for some of the most influential figures in our lives. In addition, administration and staff also chose an Educator of the Year. We would like to congratulate Jana Colpini for Educator of the Year from our school. It's one of the highest achievements, and thank you for everything you've done. Looking towards the future, juniors are getting excited for their Washington seminar trip from May 28th to May 31st. Seniors are also getting excited for all of their events, with Disney leading the way coming up on June 7th to the 11th. Following Disney, they have prom, which will take place the following Friday on June 13th. To wrap it up, seniors will have Senior Sunset on June 19th to commemorate their last year together. Thank you.
Well, you guys aren't slowing down at all. Tonight is the last bittersweet meeting for 2 out of 4 of our Board of Education student representatives, as Johnson Lynn and Rachel Joseph will be graduating just a few short weeks. Johnson is a member of the High School North class of 2025, and Rachel is part of the High School South class of 2025. It has been a pleasure to have had Johnson and Rachel here as our student representatives for the past 2 years as High School North and South liaisons. I'd like to take this opportunity to share a bit about each of our student representatives this evening and thank them for their time and efforts this year. Anissa Samal is a junior at High School North and a dedicated leader both in and out of the classroom. Anissa has served on student council for the past 3 years and will take on the role, as Johnson said, of executive board president in her senior year. A 3-year member of the volleyball team, Anissa has served as team captain twice. Outside of school, she is the logistics director for Vessel, a student-led nonprofit organization, and a camp counselor at the New Jersey Association of Student Council's Leadership Training Camp, where she helps mentor aspiring student leaders. Anissa has also been involved in Girl Scouts since 5th grade, continuing to serve her community through service and mentorship. Johnson Lynn, a High School North senior, has served as Board of Education representative for the past 2 years. Johnson also had the privilege of serving as student council president. He has had the honor to guide his peers through the year's events and watch them thrive in their infinitely unique talents. He is also an officer of both North's Model Congress and Model UN teams, and loves research and debating pressing political issues and mentoring other club members. In the future, Johnson hopes to take his unique skills learned and experiences here in WWP and apply them to the real world. Johnson plans on attending Georgetown University next year, where he will study and pursue a degree in international politics and security. Both Anissa and Johnson exemplified dedication and leadership. In addition to being standout leaders in their extracurricular endeavors, both Anissa and Johnson have key roles in student government at High School North. Their enthusiasm and commitment have helped foster a sense of purpose and unity among their peers that will inspire future students at High School North. Anna Chen is a junior at High School South. Anna is an artist, athlete, and dedicated student who brings passion and heart to everything she does. She works hard in school, but what makes her stand out is how she balances her love for learning with her creativity, athletic drive, and commitment to her community, showing that being well-rounded is not just possible, but meaningful. Rachel Joseph is a senior at High School South. Rachel has made a huge impact in every aspect of her high school journey as a peer leader, athlete, and student council president. The list goes on and on. Both Rachel and Anna are masters of balance. On top of being avid soccer and basketball players, they're also leaders in the student council, president for one, leading representative for the other. Together, they have put together countless events for the students and community of High School South. Whether it be movie nights, sporting tournaments, bingo events, homecoming, and a lot more, Anna and Rachel always put their best foot forward and have continued to build upon years of South tradition in engaging with and creating lasting memories for everyone at South. To our seniors, Johnson and Rachel, on behalf of the Board of Education and the WWP community, thank you for your service and commitment to your schools, your peers, and your community. We look forward to seeing the impact you will have on the world when you graduate high school next month. Anissa and Anna, thank you for your service and commitment as well. We hope to welcome you back to our board meetings next year as Board of Education student representatives. We wish you all a wonderful closure to the 2024-25 school year and much success as you begin the next chapter in your adventure. Thank you all for joining us this year and have a safe and enjoyable summer break. So thank you. We have a little something for you guys, and yes, let's give them a round of applause. Okay, so do you want to come on up and then, oh, okay, we'll put you around there.
Bless you.
And that takes us to our first opportunity for public comments. The board invites thoughts and reactions on agenda items and items of concern from members of our community who are present. Each participant is asked to give his or her name and address prior to making a statement, which will be limited to 3 minutes in accordance with Board Policy 0167. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. This public comment period shall be limited to 60 minutes. Any public comments? Come on up.
Might be better if it's on, yes. Proms might be, are very exciting from some kids, but growing up in the LGBTQ community, many folks there never really saw themselves reflected at the prom. Prom dances came with some unwritten rules about who you could bring, what you could wear, how you were expected to behave, and for queer youth, especially those just beginning to discover and embrace their identities, that environment could be very isolating and sometimes hostile to them. But now we are creating new spaces, joyful spaces, affirming and fabulous spaces. And I'm proud to say that one of the most exciting of these is happening right here in our community. On May 31st, in partnership with High Tops, they are holding a queer prom at the Princeton Arts Council, or the Arts Council of Princeton. That's the 31st Saturday of May from 5 to 8. It's going to be hosted by the incredible team at High Tops. It's themed the Queernival, and it promises to be a night of colorful celebration and unapologetic self-expression. It's designed for and by LGBTQIA youth, and it creates a safe and inclusive and empowering space that every young person deserves. So I encourage you to spread the word about that. This coming Monday, the West Windsor Council meeting, which is held at the municipal complex at 7 p.m. We will be declaring or issuing a proclamation for June being Pride Month. We started this for the first time last year, so this is now an annual tradition. And I welcome all of you and your families and community to come celebrate that proclamation with us Monday at 7 p.m. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anybody else? Seeing none, I'll close this opportunity for public comments. And since the committees have not met since the last board meeting, we don't have any Board of Education committee reports, and we can move on to the voting portion of our meeting. Can I get a motion for administration items numbers 1 through 6 plus the purple addendum? Dana and Liz, any questions or comments?
Okay, we'll start with Ms. Krug.
Yes.
Excuse me. Okay, and geez, I'm stuttering all of a sudden. And okay, so next is Ms. Chiniera.
Yes.
Ms. Ho.
Yes.
Ms. Maliga.
Yes.
Ms. Shah.
Yes.
Ms. Zovich.
Yes.
Ms. McEwen.
Yes. We have no curriculum and instruction items to vote on. So can I get a motion for finance items numbers 1 through 10? Louisa and Robin. Any questions or comments? Nope.
Okay, we'll start with Ms. Ho.
Yes.
Ms. Zovich.
Yes.
Ms. Shah.
Yes.
Ms. Chiniera.
Yes.
Ms. Krug.
Yes.
Ms. Maliga.
Yes.
Ms. McEwen.
Yes. Next, can I get a motion for personnel item number 1 plus addenda 1, 2, and 3, the green, pink, and yellow addenda? Junta and Loy. Any questions, comments? Nope.
Okay, we'll start with Ms. Shah.
Yes.
Ms. Maliga.
Yes.
Ms. Chiniera.
Yes.
Ms. Ho.
Yes.
Ms. Krug.
Yes.
Ms. Zovich.
Yes.
Ms. McEwen.
Yes. And before we move on, I do want to take this moment to acknowledge a couple of retirements we just approved. Sharon Refson, our Wyckoff Elementary School teacher, is retiring from WWP after 33 years of service to the district. And Gay Cohen, instructional assistant at Grover, is retiring after 25 years of dedicated service to our district. We wish you both well, much luck, happiness, and adventure in your new next chapter, and thank you so much for your years of service. And next, can I get a motion to approve the Board of Education minutes from April 29th? Liz and Louisa, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, unanimous. So I'd like to move on and ask if we have any board liaison reports. And I see Dana has one.
Because I want to make the meeting longer. As the school board liaison to the West Windsor Recreation Commission, I wanted to share a collaboration between the West Windsor Recreation Commission and Dutch Neck Elementary School with support from the West Windsor Public Works. It's a summary of the project. After a lengthy grant process, NASA awarded to Dutch Neck School an Artemis moon tree. Mr. Eichelberner's third grade class was named as steward for the West Windsor's new Artemis moon tree, a sweet gum seedling germinated from a seed flown on a 2022 NASA mission around the moon. The tree was sent to Dutch Neck School as part of the federal agency's Moon Tree Project and the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Forest Service. Back on Earth, the Forest Service germinated the seeds, which also included sycamores, Douglas firs, and loblolly pines, and giant sequoias, nurturing them until they were big enough to send to public education institutions across the country. Dutch Neck School third graders in Mr. Eichelberner's class made a moon tree presentation to celebrate the Moon Tree and Earth Day. The moon tree was planted at the West Windsor Arboretum, and its purpose is to inspire future generations of scientists and environmentalists. Mr. Eichelberner and Teresa Lorenko, who is the vice chair of the West Windsor Recreation Board, collaborated on the NASA application project together. That's the first one. I got another one. So as the liaison to the New Jersey School Board Association, since our last board meeting, I've attended several meetings and assemblies on behalf of our district. On May 2nd, I attended the NJSBA Board of Directors meeting, in which spring training opportunities were shared, including the spring workshop, an AI conference, and the spring law forum. Updates on the fall workshop, which will be October 20th to the 23rd in Atlantic City, were also revealed, including the keynote speaker. On May 10th, I participated in the NJSBA Delegate Assembly, where we reviewed and discussed 3 resolutions brought to the Assembly by 3 different school districts. All 3 passed, with 1 passing by just 1 vote. State officers were sworn in for the next 2-year term, including the new president, which is Tamisha Smith, who's from Warren County. I also attended the New Jersey School Board Association County Association leadership meeting on May 5th. There, the speakers and discussions centered around effective leadership practices. And last night, I participated in the Mercer County School Board Association's last meeting of this school year, which was held at Lawrence High School and also was virtual. Updates on the meetings previously mentioned were shared, as well as government relations issues and NJSBA positions on these government relation issues. We honored the Mercer County Teacher of the Year, who is from Trenton School District. We also honored the recipients of the School Leader Award and Mercer County School Board members who achieved certifications and milestones. And lastly, I was sworn in as a Mercer County president for the 2025-2027 term, along with colleagues from Lawrence and Trenton who will serve as vice presidents.
Congratulations, Dana. Yay. Thank you for representing. Do we have any other liaison reports? Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. So some of us board members were invited, I think many of us were invited, but some attended the Guru Vandana Utsav, which was on Saturday. It was a ceremony to celebrate teachers, and it was a really great way to celebrate teacher appreciation. There were several students from West Windsor-Plainsboro sort of honoring and paying homage to their teachers. It was a lovely ceremony with some performances, explanations on the importance of education and the importance of teachers. So we are just very thankful that we were invited and we were able to learn a lot and see a lot of our students and our teachers there celebrated and appreciated.
That's awesome. Thank you. Any other liaison reports? Go ahead, Liz.
I just wanted to mention that there are so many different upcoming events and groups across the different schools, and I just noticed one that was relatively new that I wanted to just mention. Community Middle School's Unified Grief Support Group is holding an event this weekend. It's a 5K run walk on May 18th, 8:30 to 12:30 at Mercer County Community College. And it's a fundraiser that raises money to provide resources for children and families who are coping with loss, including staff members and families within our district. So I thought it was a great initiative, and for those who can join, please do.
Thanks for sharing. That's good. Any other liaison reports? Nope. Okay. All right. So that takes us to our second opportunity for public comments. The board invites comments from members of our community who are present. Each participant is asked to give his or her name and address prior to making a statement, which will be limited to 3 minutes in accordance with Board Policy 0167. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. This public comment period shall be limited to 15 minutes. Any takers from our audience? Seeing none, I'll close this public comment period and move to adjourn. So can I get a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting? Loy and Dana. All in favor, say aye. 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 Thank you so much, and good night.